Seeds of Wisdom RV and Economic Updates Tuesday afternoon, August 19, 25. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com blog and become our supporter on Patreon. Good afternoon. Dinar recaps. BRICS meaning in globalization. From trade bloc to power player. BRICS meaning in globalization reflects a major shift from Western-dominated trade systems toward a more multipolar world economy. What began as Goldman Sachs' 2001 investment concept has evolved into a geopolitical force that now challenges traditional global power structures. Today, BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, controls 37.3% of global GDP and represents over 40% of the world's population. With new members like Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the UAE, the bloc is extending its influence across trade, politics, and energy. Economic foundation and global impact. The economic weight of BRICS is staggering. China accounts for 19.05% of global GDP. India contributes 8.23% of global GDP. This power is institutionalized through initiatives like the New Development Bank, which funds infrastructure across emerging markets. And S&P Global Analysis notes that the expanded BRICS could control nearly half of worldwide oil production. With Saudi Arabia's potential inclusion, the bloc would become a true commodities superpower. Political coordination and global influence. Politically, BRICS has become a platform for resisting Western pressure. Trade tensions and U.S. tariffs have only deepened bloc unity. Leaders like Brazil's President Lula da Silva and China's Xi Jinping continue to push for cooperation against unilateralism. Professor Jayati Ghosh highlights U.S. inconsistency, noting that even the EU, like BRICS members, continues to purchase Russian oil. Member countries and South Africa's role. South Africa has leveraged BRICS to amplify Africa's voice in global trade and reform agendas. The inclusion of Egypt and Ethiopia further strengthens continental representation in strategic platforms. Chinese President Xi Jinping emphasized that adding new economies injects vitality, representativeness, and influence into BRICS cooperation. Currently, 23 countries have formally applied to join. Future direction and currency alternatives. BRICS is actively working on alternatives to the US dollar, developing frameworks for bilateral trade in local currencies. Brazilian officials are also exploring the creation of a BRICS currency to reduce dollar dependency. Beyond finance, BRICS is building cooperation in climate, health, energy, and digital economy initiatives, with the upcoming COP30 summit offering another platform for joint action. Professor Ghosh notes that U.S. policy unpredictability makes long-term deals with Washington risky, pushing nations toward independent BRICS-led agreements. Bottom line. BRICS meaning in globalization has transformed from a trade bloc into a strategic power player, reshaping economics, energy, and geopolitics. With expansion underway and dollar alternatives rising, the bloc is setting the stage for a new global order. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com blog and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: dinarrecaps.com